Here I'm going to show you how to use the tool Timetoast to create timelines. So once you create an account and log in, this is what you'll see. So this is your dashboard. We'll have whatever timelines you've already created. I'm just going to open one up that I created for my artifact just to show you what it looks like once you are done. So you can see my title up here at the top, and then when I scroll down you can see each of my events on a timeline. I can actually drag these if I wanted to just make it certain time frame, and I can drag this one as well if I want to just do the earlier years, and then it spreads out those years. So you can see if I click on one, kind of pops open to a bigger window, has my year, has my title, my description, and a picture that I've added. So this is what your timeline would look like. Then it also makes suggestions for things that are going to be similar to something that you made around the similar topic, so that's really cool. But if I were to go back to my dashboard and I wanted to create my own timeline, to do that you would just click Add Timeline, and then you just need to start with the basics. So the title, if I were to make a timeline about my life, just say Abby's life as my title. Publish, you can either just make a draft so you just see it until you do anything or make it public, or I can make it public. So I'm going to stick with draft right now. You can categorize it if you'd like, but that's completely up to you. If I pick personal, then you can add a photo, and that is just like your title photo. So you can change the photo, you can upload one from your computer, or you can clear it out. Once I am all set with my basic details, I'm going to create timeline. And then this is what it's going to look like. So very simple, not a lot of buttons, not a lot of options, which makes it really easy to use. Up here, if I click on menu, that's just if I want to view it, print it, share it, or if I wanted to change the privacy settings there. So once I want an event, or let's start with time span. So if I start with a time span, I could just put a range that I wanted to keep this timeline in, or I can just start with adding events. You don't really technically need a time span, because once your events are on there, the time span will be created itself. So if I want to add an event, I would just click Add Event, and then I would do the title. So let's say day of birth. So description would be I was born at hospital in St. Louis, Missouri. I leave the date out here because the date is the basis of your timeline, so I would bring that down here, type in my date and my year. You can click BCE or BC if you have those earlier dates for things like history timelines as well. So then I would add a photo, and I'm not going to do that right now, but it's very easy to just upload from your computer. Click upload, it'll open to whatever files that you have. So I can clear it, I can change it if I want to switch things up. Then I'll just click create an event, and it's right there on my timeline. So right here the timeline will go vertically until you add everything, and then you can take a look at it up there and it'll turn horizontal. So to add another event, I would just add this. Let's just say started elementary school. And I'm just making these up as I go to show you the features. Say just a description, class was art. Then I would just add a date, say 15, and you want and create event. So then it would pop up here. I'm going to add one that's a little far off so you can see kind of the span. Graduated high school. I leave the description blank for now, and then I would go add my date. I would upload a picture and then create event. So once you have as many events as you want, up here where it says menu, and I can edit the title, that would just be this right here, where it says menu, I can just print it right off the bat. I could share it, and that will come up with link options, so I can share via a link, or I could just view my timeline and see how it looks. So when I scroll down, you'll see it's horizontal, it has the years, it has my different events. If I click on one, it opens it to a bigger picture. So if I were to add images, it would have the image here as well. So it'd be a little bit more detailed than what you see here. Again, I can drag this if I just wanted certain ones to show and the years to get a little bit more specific. You can do that. If you wanted to change it to a list instead of a timeline, you can keep it that vertical format, and that's completely up to you. But again, it does come up with suggestions and different things you can make timelines for. You can see public timelines, you can search for ones that you want to. There's just a lot of different things that you can see that other people have made. So once I go back to my dashboard, you can see mine is right here. I can view, edit, delete, share, or make it public. So I'm just going to delete this. And then just to show you one more time, if I were to look at this one, scroll down, you can see each of the different features on my timeline. So if I were to make it a list, it's just a little bit bigger, vertical, to scroll, but you have both of those options. So Timetoast is a very easy, simple way to make timelines with your students.